Is beating a child a form of correction or abuse? Hey guys, this is Jessie of the Afamily, and I'm here with
Melanie,
Beauty,
Gift, Harriet.
Okay, so the topic on ground is beating a child a form of correction or abuse? Okay, coming from my own perspective as a child who they show shaky, my dad did nearly beat me to God. When I was growing up, beating was like the best way to correct. Then my daddy felt that was like the only way. So anything you do, you must chop. Anything you do, you must collect beating. But is it a form of correction? To an extent, I would say that beating then shaped me into being who I am today. In a way, because there's some things that if I remember that, they once beat me shege about this thing, to correct him about this thing, I'll know that okay, it was bad, so there's no need to do it. I should not do it, right? Is it abuse? Sometimes it can be, because there are some parents that will always beat a child at any chance that they get. Like they don't feel like they can correct you anymore, to the point where you now think that it's even a normal thing, that beating now is not a normal thing, because they've abused you to that point that any little thing you will get flogged for it, even when it's not necessary.
For me, I would say that it's a thin line. There's a thin line between it being abuse and it being correction. Now, I would say that it's the extent that makes it a thin line. So growing up, my dad beat me one day and then he put me on a rolling fan. Like the fan was literally still moving, and then he beat me to the extent that I got on that rolling fan, I landed on the floor. The moment I was landing on the floor, I took off and then I flew to the next building through the fence, and I literally walked barefooted to the next to like side get taking keke, like I'm going to play. They're looking at me, they saw me barefooted and they were helping me until I got to my uncle's house. That for me never left my head as a young teenager. I think I was very young then. I was very, very young. I think I was like maybe 12, 13. I can't remember, but I was very, very young. That for me is abuse. There's nothing you want to say to me. That is abuse. So a lot of times when my dad beat us, I feel like it was abuse, not training. And there are some things that you don't have to beat a child for. But then in those days, they beat you for every single thing. Like, drop this cup. I've told you not to touch this cup. It's beating. When you can just say, drop this cup and don't touch it. So I feel like it's still line because of the extent at which some parents go. Some parents don't have control. Like, beating their children give them satisfaction. It makes them feel like this is why I'm your mother, this is why I'm your father, and that is not supposed to be. So me, I would say that it's abuse to a much reasonable extent. Beating a child is abuse. Beating a child to that extent is abuse.
Yeah, I think I'll second what you said, but children will run you to crazy.
To be honest,
I mean, I've worked with kids a lot, and children can really be annoying. I'm not joking. It takes a very patient person to be able to like handle kids. Children are a lot of work. I've seen it firsthand. They can really like trigger you, annoy you, piss you off. I feel like a lot of kids that have certain kind of character today, and in the world right now, people just blame it on autism. Like, I feel like it's the ability to not use omorogu. Like, why are you not throwing that child on the stick? Let the brain reset. Because kids, sometimes you just need to reset their brain. But like she said, it's a thin line because of the extent at which some parents go. Yes, some parents go. Sometimes it's too much, and sometimes I just feel like it's needed. And as a parent, you also have to like control your temper. Like, some parents already have anger issues. They don't want to know. So as a parent, you have to like chill and just sometimes.
Some parents have actually killed their children
from trying to
correct them.
So the one that I even draw the line is where I see videos of there's something trending on TikTok where a 2 years old, a mother beat her 2-year-old baby, and I was like, 2 years old? I mean, what does the child know? She ended up killing that child. I was like, wow. I feel like that one was witchcraft. It's nothing anybody wants to tell me. No, like, it's not supposed to be that deep. even the Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child.
In my own opinion, is it necessary? It's necessary at times to beat the child. But when it gets to extreme, how can you be tying the child, they get tied to window? Like you tie her to window, you're using belts to beat her. It's not nice. And again, I feel like there should be a stage, like there should be an age where you don't beat a girl child anymore.
Yeah,
but this one is getting to 18 years and you are still beating her. That's totally.
What are you correcting?
Like,
You can actually talk.
Yes.
But I feel like.
But you know that if you talk to some people, they don't used to still listen. You still have to beat them.
Some children are that stubborn. Some children are that stubborn that if you don't use that measure, you are just playing as if you just brought children to life and you just leave them.
But
Just
some of
like
the
that.
beating that you guys gave us was not necessary.
It wasn't, but then they felt like that was the best way to train us.
Like
Some
myself,
was
you
not
know me.
necessary.
You know me that I don't easily beat.
But when you
I
beat,
don't easily beat.
If I want to beat somebody, you're biting the child. Because that's how you used to be. You bite and you pinch. Because you used to like
If I want to beat, I beat like reasonably. I don't beat anyone.
Yeah,
If I want to beat, I beat. There are some kinds of things that you will offense you commit that no, if they don't beat you, in fact, your life will not be like this.
I'll say my daddy actually abused us. Let's be honest.
growing up,
My daddy actually abused us.
that beating was it was crazy. It was crazy.
I cannot relate.
It was much.
You don't touch you.
There's no way
The way your daddy it doesn't even beat you.
You know, I've not actually forgotten that particular fan incident where I had to run for my life. At that point, I didn't feel like it was my father. At that point, I was like thinking like, are you sure this person actually gave back to me?
But you know that thing can create hatred.
Yeah, it can. It just,
because anything you do to a child, that child doesn't feel
that particular
always on that child.
But in his defense, I think daddy was not someone that would always beat you like every time. That is someone that would tell you